what's up guys? It's Ben the Elite here, back again, doing a brand new video, guys. So I'm almost a week late to this video. So for anyone who doesn't know, I went to a convention last Sunday, and I met a lot of people. You know how for WrestleMania people do a merch mania? I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but it's something similar to that, where I'm just kind of gonna show you what I got signed. So the convention I went to is called WrestleFest. It's hosted by Hugh's Hideout in Albany, New York. It's in County Center. It's a mall. It's actually a really nice convention. I mean, it's one of the only few conventions I've actually been to. So that's a little cheeky plug for Hugh's Hideout. I recommend going checking them out if you live in the Albany area in New York. So yeah. So first thing that happened was when the convention started. It started at, I think, 11:30 and went from 12:30. Okay, so the first person I met was, believe it or not, and this was like a guy I had to do VIP for, and I'm glad that I did because his line was massive long. So, first guy I met was Bret Hart. This is like one of the more people I'm really proud that I actually got to meet. So I had him sign the unmatched theory. With VIP, you gotten 3 things, but I got a 4th thing signed. So boom, that's one thing. This one's a weird one. Now people would probably ask me, why would you get this signed out of anything? Well, I have a figure, the Jim the Nighthawk figure. That's the elite. That's like, you know, the other one of the set. It's in the same wave, and they both have the tag team belts, and I really like this figure. And I had the Jim the Nighthawk one signed, so I figured why not just kind of finish this set out. And it is, I forgot what elite this is, but it's Bret Hart with the tag team championship. I will show you Jim the Nighthawk one. I'll probably pop a picture up right now. So yeah, I got in this sign. I don't know how well you can see it, but he just put Bret Hart, the Hitman Hart. Pretty nice. I like this one. This was just one I had to get signed because, you know, I only have Jim the Nighthawk one signed, so why not get that one signed? And then this is probably my favorite one from Bret, which is the Ringside exclusive, King of the Ring. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it says 93. I'm actually really happy they put the year that he won King of the Ring, and it looks nice. Like, he pretty much covered the whole thing. And it looks nice. This is actually probably one of my more favorite Bret Hart elites. So yeah, I'm glad that I got this. And then this is the last Bret Hart figure I got signed. Like I said, VIP got 3, but I added on an extra one. So I was originally going to get a Funko Pop signed, but I went against that like basically last minute. Because I did have this figure, which is a special edition Bret Hart. I don't know if you can see that. Now, I'm not really a special edition guy like I said in my last video. It's just, I really like this one. So I decided to get him to sign this instead of the Funko Pop. Actually, I'll show you the Funko Pop I was going to get signed. So I was going to have him sign this Funko Pop. And I'm glad that I went against it last minute because I already had that. So I was really glad because, I mean, a lot of people were getting this signed that weekend. And very few people actually were getting that signed. So I feel like it's kind of unique in a way. So when we got from Bret, there was a whole mess of other people. Bret Hart was like the headliner of the convention. So yeah, we met him first because I figured that was going to be the longest. And I was glad that I did meet him first because his line was massive. So after we met him, I went over and I met Jimmy Hart, which I got in his elite sign. I think you could sort of see that. Boom, right there. It looks nice. It was really a toss-up between this, the Encyclopedia, which I already have, but he didn't sign it, and that and the Classic Superstars Encyclopedia. So I'm glad that I went with that, because I figured that looked a lot nicer, and plus, I already had that figure, so why not? And as you can tell, I have a lot of these things in cases, but for the rest of them, they're not going to be in cases anymore. After that, we met a tag team, which I was really surprised when they announced these dudes, when they're going to be there. And these guys just got released from WWE. Literally, what, in December? I think it was December they got released. Which were the Ascension. So this is Victor's figure he signed. I'm not like a huge fan of these autographs, but I mean, they were nice to me. They were actually really nice. I was surprised. They're like kind to me. They'll ask me what color I wanted, and I'll show a picture of me meeting them. I'll show a picture of me meeting everyone. Sorry if I go a little bit off tangent here for a minute, but these guys were really, really nice. I recommend if you ever see them at a convention, to meet them. So that's Victor, one half, and then this is Connor. Connor's autograph turned out a little bit better. So here's Connor. They both were nice to me, surprisingly. I was expecting them to be like real assholes to me, and they weren't. So yeah. And this is another guy that just got released from like WWE like a couple years ago. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna meet him due to a lot of the allegations that are about him that I've seen on Twitter a couple of years ago. But I decided to meet him anyways, which was James Ellsworth. So yeah, he signed it in red. I think you can sort of see it right there. I don't know how well you can see it. I do apologize. But he just literally put James Ellsworth. It wasn't that fancy over his autograph. And it's pretty nice. It turned out okay. Had him sign in red because I didn't know what other color to have him sign in. Like, normally for meet and greets, I'm like, oh yeah, I want Bret Hart to sign in pink. Okay, I want the extension to sign in red. You know, and for Ellsworth, I didn't know. So I was like, yeah, just take the red, buddy. Like, because honestly, like, red is better than black. I don't like it when they sign it in a black Sharpie. That's just a huge pet peeve of mine. Now, this is probably, really besides me and Bret Hart, one of my more prized possessions I got signed over the weekend. Which is the Demolition, X, and Smash Classic Superstars. You can sort of see it, I think. But they asked me, they were just as nice as the extension. They asked me, hey, what color you want to be signed in? You want it in white? Do you want it in red? Do you want blue? They would ask me a bunch of questions. I actually had a good talk with them for a couple of minutes. They were super nice to me. And yeah. So that's another thing I got signed. This is actually probably my prized possession because normally with tag teams, you take a while to finish the sets. And it's annoying when it's not finished. Because I have a classic a Legends that's signed by Nikolai Volkov. It's a Toys R Us exclusive. I'll show you in the room tour, but it's signed by Nikolai Volkov, and it's the Legends, like the older Legends from Mattel made. And it's signed by Nikolai Volkov, but for some reason, like, Iron Sheik does not do conventions whenever I try to find him for conventions. So that's annoying that one person signed it, but the other person has not yet, and especially the one that has died, passed away, unfortunately. So hopefully that can get signed soon, but I'm just really glad that I got that finished in one go. From then on, I met a few other people that I'm going to show you later because they're in my encyclopedia. It's a pain to show you the encyclopedia now, but for the next figure I got signed, was Mr. Bob Backlund. He was super nice to me. He was kind of chill. He was actually like loud though. Like he was kind of in his character of like what he's always been. So I had him just sign it in blue because I didn't know what else to have him sign it in. But he was super, super, super nice. I would say, really besides Demolition and him and a person later on, he was the nicest. I mean, all of them were equally nice to me. Like I did not, really besides one dude, I had not had a bad experience at this last weekend's convention. There was one dude, I won't talk about in the video, I'll kind of mention it in passing, but I won't talk about it. There was only one dude out of like 12 wrestlers I met. Okay, so for this next guy, I only did VIP for 2 people. For Bret Hart, obviously, just skipped the line. I'm so glad that I did that. But also for this guy, I did VIP for because, you know, I was supposed to meet this guy like a year ago, but he had to cancel. So I've been waiting like a year to meet him, and I actually had a couple of things for him to sign, and it just made more sense for me to do VIP for him than it would have for someone else, because it was only like $75, I think it was, to do VIP for him. And with VIP, you get 3 autographs of him and a picture, like a free picture basically. And it's funny, like you're gonna see in a second here, he was on television the same week when I met him, and he was debuted in AEW. Now I thought it was like a one-off, and that kind of gives it away. It's Jake the Snake. I had him sign his Funko Pop right there. It's already in a case. I think you can sort of see it right there, maybe. But he signed it in green, and You know, he wasn't like super talkative. He's more innovative, I think. But he was nice. Like he asked me like if I wanted to sign a green. And he did 2 pictures of me. He done one with like, you know, doing the thumbs up, and then he stuck the middle finger up, which I'll show both pictures. So yeah, I got in that signed, and I got in his legend signed, which is probably like the figure I was anticipating the most, really, besides the unmatched Theory to get signed. So boom, I think you can see it. I don't know how well you can see it. And then this is the last person I met at the convention as a whole. I shot for this person's line the last because I've already met this person. This will be my second time of meeting this person. But and she was nice to me the first time around. Like people say, she's like an asshole at conventions, anything. I met her twice and she was nice to me both times. She actually thanked me for being prepared. I cannot say enough good things about her. Which was Rita. I got in the new Royal Rumble sign, Royal Rumble Elite sign. I just saw this at Target and I was like, she's gonna be at the convention, right? So it's like, so yeah, so for the next part, and this is the part that's kind of gonna be more of a pain than showing you everything. I think I had 5 people sign my encyclopedia this weekend. 5 people. And you know, it's gonna be hard showing you it. So I figured just to show you guys last. So for this next part, I'm gonna be showing you my encyclopedia. I tried to film this part, or like doing like how I did it for the other part, but I figured it's just gonna be easier to handle the camera as I flick through the pages. I'll be doing a lot of cutting. Do apologize. But yeah, for the first person I got signed. No, technically she was actually the last person, but I'm gonna do this in alphabetical order just so it's easier for me to keep track of. Kristine Helmsley, she was at the convention. I met Rita and then I met her last. So she signed it right there. You can sort of see it. And yeah. And then I met Big Zeke at the convention. He was there too. So I had him sign the encyclopedia as well because I didn't have nothing for him to sign. He was a super nice dude to me as well. And this is the last thing I got signed of Jake the Snake, which is the encyclopedia. He had his own page. You can see it right there. He signed it in black for me because he signed the pop and then the figure first, and then he signed this. So that turned out pretty nice too, if you ask me. Another dude I met was Ganglio. So he signed it right here. He was pretty nice to me as well. I mean, I'm kind of sounding like a broken record here, right? Saying how nice everyone was to me. And then there was only, one more person that signed my encyclopedia. Thank everyone for watching this video. And as always, guys, see you guys in my next video, which should be out this week sometime. So see you guys then.